We're live. Yes, we are. Well, Friday, here we are. Friday, here we are. Hello, my friends. Good morning, good evening, good day, whatever time this finds you. Maybe even whatever day of the week it finds you. How are we all? Hello, Nock. Happy Friday. Let me just tune in here. Nissa, hello. Hey, TT. So I can see that there's a few of you rolling in. Yes, it is, Liz. Time for some yoga. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Heather. So we're moving. We're getting a little wild thing on this morning. Oh, hi, Cass. Oh, big cuddles for Ollie. Good to see you live too, darling. See how you go this morning then. If Ollie, wait, if you disappear, I know. Maybe little Ollie's woken up. He's not so little anymore. Guys, let's do some yoga. I get all teary-eyed. It's not an emotion. it's a physical eye reaction. Dry eyes, hey? It's Friday. Let's do it. Not frog pose, just saw frogger. Child's pose. Let's go. Let's do the yoga. First thing up. Morning, Jill. So, big toes together, knees nice and wide. There will be a wild thing in class today, just to let you know. Arms reaching forward, forehead resting to the floor, arms along, tailbones pulling back, and we are checking in with this body. Some of you who may have picked up that beautiful yin class last night, continue those beautiful teachings of just listening for the wisdom of these beautiful bodies. Start to feel and create the length in your body as the fingertips reach forward and the tailbone pulls back. Thinking and visualizing the spaces between the ribs as you feel like they're expanding with every breath. One more breath. As we slowly roll them through to all fours, bring those knees in, down beneath your hips. As you find all fours, we're going to take the hands from here over towards that left corner of the mat, with both hands towards the left corner of the mat. Still keeping the hips up in space, but just starting to gently let that chest dip down. Breathe into that beautiful chest, and maybe with every exhale, start to feel like it could sink just a little bit more. And then slowly press back up, walk the hands over to the right corner of the mat, and then gently dipping the chest down, still keeping the hips up in space, letting that heart melt to the floor, and with every breath, like it wants to sink a little deeper. And then start to slowly bring those hands back through center. As they arrive in center, shoulder distance apart, melt that heart down to the floor. Full breath in. All the way out. As you from here, bend the elbows if you can out wide, gently scoot that chest and heart through, and then rest your body to the floor. Slide the forearms down, Sphinx pose. As the forearms land, chest and heart lifts, gently taking that gaze forward. Crown of the head extending to the sky. Toes are pointing back behind you. And again, just starting to find some extension through the spine, opening up through the front body. As you take your Sphinx pose, feel the forearms press down to the floor. So again, feel like those
Upper arm bones, in fact, feel like they're growing longer as the neck grows longer. The crown of the head reaching to the skies above. Feel the heart pulling forward, stretching through that belly. And then gently lower the chest back to the floor. Stack your palms, let your forehead rest. Breathe into your belly, let it balloon with the inhale. Out with the exhale. Once more. As you slide those fingers wide, shoulder height, let the fingertips grip the floor, and then lift the chest, open that heart, inhale. Exhale and lower. We're turning to the left, and as you turn to the left, let the right shoulder gently dip down, and then come back through center, lower to the earth. And then now as we lift, turn to the right, let the left shoulder dip down, and then back through center, lower to the earth. Come straight through the middle with the inhale. And then press back to child's pose on the exhale. Bottoms pull back to the heels, arms reaching forward, full breath in. All the way out. Roll through to all fours, bringing those knees to beneath your hips. Cat-cow, pull the heart through, gaze forward, inhale. Exhale, tuck the tail, round out the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, pull that heart through. Exhale, rounding out. Once more, inhale, pull the heart through. Exhale, rounding out. As you arrive back through center, let's tuck the toes under, find your inhale. Gently peel the hips high, walk out your downward facing dog. So alternated knee bends, fingers are spreading nice and wide, all 10 knuckles of the hands are making contact with your mat. And again, the chest is reaching towards those thighs as the top of the head falls heavy. Shoulder blades are gliding off the upper back, creating space. And then maybe we'll just press both heels down, then lift the heels and lower the heels. Lift and lower. Couple more. Now as you lift those heels, we're rolling through to a high plank, pushing the floor away, holding strong as you hollow out the belly, flex through the thighs. To lower the knees down, bend the elbows and lower the torso to the floor. Take the right hand to support the forehead, left hand catches left foot, stretching through the front of the left thigh as you pull the heel towards your buttocks. Keeping the front of the thigh pressing down towards the floor. Release the thigh and take the left hand to support the head, bend the right knee, and then catch the right foot with the right hand, pulling the heel towards the buttocks. As you gently release the hand, both hands stack, find the breath in the belly, full breath in. All the way out. Take the hands wide to the shoulders, fingertips to the floor, lift the chest, pull the heart forward, exhale and lower. Turn to the left, and as you do, let the right shoulder dip back through center and lower to the earth. As you lift, turn to the right, let the left shoulder dip back through center and lower to the earth. Hands to the side of the chest, tuck the toes, elbows in, high plank, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. As you walk out that dog, we walk the feet now towards your hands, top of the mat, ragdoll, feet hip distance apart, thumbs to elbows. As you find your fold, top of the head falls heavy, heels anchor to the earth, sit bones reach for the sky, full breath in. All the way out. We're releasing those hands. We soften the knees and roll up through the spines. Arms wide and high. Inhale. Palms press, bow forward, exhale. Halfway lift of choice, fingers to the floor or the shins, lengthen, inhale. As the right leg steps back, we lower the right knee, stay low. Unravel the toes and walk the left foot out. Take the hands to the instep of that left foot and sink the hips forward for a little lunge stretch. And as you stretch through the hips, the right hip is pressing forward. Again, focus a little more here on that right thigh and right hip pressing forward. Open up those smaller structures through that right hip and groin. As you find your inhale, tuck the toes of the back foot and now hover the back knee and hold that low lunge. Exhale. So again, just letting the weight of the pelvis sink towards the floor. Feel the flex of the thigh. And then we'll lower the back knee to the floor, unravel the toes, keep the right hand on the floor, left arm, heels open to the sky. Keep the front of the right hip pressing forward and down, reaching the fingertips high. Find the breath. Option to stay as you are, or gently bend the back knee if the shape is available, and catch the foot with your left hand. Left chest is open, right thigh is stretching. Find your inhale. Follow it through with the exhale. Big stretch, release the right foot. Left hand comes back to the floor. Pick up the back knee, high plank. Left foot steps back. As left foot steps back, pivot forward, lower through chaturanga to the earth. Unravel the toes and take the fingertips wide. Lift the chest, inhale. Exhale and lower. Looking to the left, inhale. Dip the right shoulder down, exhale. Inhale through center, lower the chest to the earth. Come back up and turn to the right. Dip the left shoulder to the earth. Come back through center and lower the chest back down. Hands to the side of the chest, elbows in, tuck toes, thighs lift, body lifts, high plank, hips lift to the sky, downward facing dog. Walk out those knees. As we walk those feet towards your toes, feet a distance apart, knees soft, we roll up, arms wide and high, inhale. Palms press, bow forward, exhale. Halfway lift the choice, the floor or the shins with those fingertips. And then the left leg will step back. Lower the left knee to the floor. Unravel the back toes, walk the front foot a little wider as the hands find the floor. Sinking those hips forward and down, and focus now on that left hip, pressing down towards the earth. You might even roll a little across towards the left, pressing the front of that left hip down. Find the breath. Keep the arms long so you still maintain integrity through that upper body. As you gently tuck the toes of the back foot, lift the back knee and just hold the low lunge, letting the weight of the pelvis sink towards the earth. Find the breath. As we lower the back knee once more to the floor, unravel the toes, keep the left hand on the floor, right arm opens to the sky. As you hold the shape here, feel that left hip pressing forward and down. Option to stay exactly as you are or bend the back knee and attempt to catch the back foot with your right hand. Big stretch through the left thigh, opening the right chest. Find the breath. As you gently release, hands come back to the floor in front, tuck the toes of the back foot, lift the back knee, high plank, right foot steps back. Adjust through those hands, push that floor away, hold strong. As we take those hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Walk those feet towards your hands, feet hip distance apart. We ragdoll, my friends, come out of those wrists, thumbs to elbows, head falls heavy, breathe. As you're folding from the waist, those feet are really anchoring down to the earth as the top of the head falls heavy. Just notice what you notice. Full breath in. all the way out. Releasing those hands. Knees are soft, we roll up through the spine. So let's take those arms wide and high, inhale. And then this time, if you can, hands to the small of the back. Interlace the fingers, lift that chest and heart. Feel the fingers pulling towards the earth. And if you can, grasp the hands so that maybe the heels of the palms are pressing together. So again, it just allows you to deepen the shape here. Chest is lifting, chin is lifting, palms pressing together. Find the inhale. And then bend the knees and bow forward. Let the head fall heavy, let the hands lift high. Exhale. Big stretch. What a difference just pressing the heels of those palms together makes. Arms reaching high, folding from the waist. Inhale. Keep the fold, release the hands with control to the earth. Exhale. Take a moment, dangle, head nodding heavy. Knees stay soft as you roll up through the spine. Arms wide and high, inhale. Palms press, we bow forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant the hands, step or jump, high plank, exhale. Pivot forward, lower through, chaturanga to up dog or baby cobra, your choice. Inhale. To downward facing dog. Exhale. Heels are down, hips are high. Find the breath. Pick up the heels, bend the knees, pull the hips back towards your heels as you look forward, and then you step, walk, or jump to the top of the mat. Soften the knees and roll up. Arms wide and high, inhale. Palms press, bow forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Right leg back. Crescent lunge. You rise. As you rise, arms along. The front knee lunging, back heel this time. If you can, let it press away. Keep the right hip rotating forward. So it's almost like you're descending down into your crescent lunge. And as you do, feel the stretch deepen. Now become buoyant and lift the heel to stack above the balls of the toes. So that is off the back foot. Arms along, side body long. The breath. Take your inhale. Hands come back to the small of your back. Interlace the fingers and press the heels of the palms together if you can. Feel the broadening of the collarbones here. Now you're landing the back foot into a warrior one back foot to then fold into humble warrior here. Chest folds forward, hands lift high. Allow the chest again to descend as low as your body allows you. Unravel the toes. To grip the floor with the grip of those toes, soles of the feet pressing down. Find your breath. Take your inhale. Release the hands to frame the front foot. When you're ready, pivot onto the outer edge of the back foot and take your side plank. Left foot comes back. Open through the chest. Push the floor away. Find your inhale. High plank, exhale. From high plank, option to lower the knees or pivot forward, lower through chaturanga. Up dog or baby cobra. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Pick up the heels, bend the knees, pull the hips back in space, look forward, step, walk, or jump to the top of your mat. Knees are soft. Roll up through the spines. Take those arms wide and high. Inhale. Palms press together. Forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Left leg steps back. Crescent lunge. You rise. So again, as we rise, to begin, arms long, biceps wrapping around the ears. Let's press the back heel away. Lunge the front knee, feel the stretch open through the front of that left hip. Breathe. And then get a little more buoyancy in your lunge as you lift the back heel, stacking the heel above the balls of the toes, belly to spine. Breathe. As you attempt to take the hands to the small of the back, interlace the fingers and press the heels of the hands together, open the chest. So as you do, we now plant the back heel to a warrior one and bow forward, humble warrior. Chest comes to the inside of the front thigh, hands are reaching high behind you, head and chest is dipping low, unraveling the toes of the soles of the feet, ground down to the earth. As you release the hands to frame the front foot, some of you will just take plank, others whip it onto the outer edge of that back foot. Take your side plank as your right foot steps back, right arm to the sky, pressing the floor away through the left hand. Underside of the body is strong. And you float back through to high plank. Adjust where you need to then pivot forward, lower through chaturanga with strength. You pull that part through, upward facing dog, 2 downward facing dog. Woo. Behind the breath. Walk the hands to the feet. Dangle at the back of your mat. So just allow the arms to dangle, hands to rest. Breathe. The hands aren't quite to the floor, bend the knees until they are. So the fingertips will then on the floor and you can walk the feet out to the edges of the mat. So we want the heels on the mat, toes off the mat here. Ready to explore your yogi squat, malasana, bend the knees in the direction of the toes and sink those hips low. Bring the palms together at heart center, crown of the head to the sky. Bring the breath. Again, this beautiful shape that is yogi squat, so nice for your low backs. At any stage throughout your days, if you're feeling any tightness through those backs, dip on down, yogi squat. Here in this moment, however, let's shut down the eyes. Let your body be in this shape. You'll start to slowly peel those eyes open. Bring those fingertips back to the floor. Lift those hips back to the sky. Walk the feet back to parallel, toes pointing forward. We fold, full breath in. All the way out. Soften the knees and roll up through the spines. Take a moment at this tail end of your mat, just standing tall with the palms together at heart center. Shut down the eyes. Gently tuck the tailbone under, soft bend in the knees, crown of the head to the sky, feet rooting down to the earth. And then find the length. So really feel the feet now grounding down to the earth. Feel the thighs hugging towards one another. The kneecaps are lifting towards the top of those thighs, tucking the tailbone, zipping up the bellies, long in the neck, relaxed in the shoulders, crown to the sky. Let's deep full breath in together, in through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. Feel the eyes open, arms wide and high, inhale. Palms press together, bow forward, exhale. Walk the hands forward to the top of the mat, high plank. With control, you pivot forward, option to lower the knees as you lower through chaturanga to the earth. Unravel the toes, take those fingers wide, lift the chest through the middle, inhale. Exhale and lower. Turn it to the left and let that right shoulder dip down. Feel the gentle openness here. Back through center and lower to the earth. As you rise once more, turning to the right, let the left shoulder dip down. Back through center, lower the chest to the earth. Come back through the middle. Inhale. And then plant the hands to the side of the chest, elbows in, toes tuck, thighs lift, high plank, hollow out that belly as you lift those hips to the sky. Adjust your feet, downward facing dog. Right leg, my friends, we kick it high to the sky. Bending the knee, you want to twist on open. Now, as we open into scorpion, feel the right hip stack on top of the left. If some of you feel like exploring that little wild thing, we take that right foot back to the floor behind you, then lift those hips in space, open through that. And then from here, as you return to your three-legged dog, we're going to step the right foot back towards the top of your mat for your runner's lunge. The right foot is out to the side, lower the left knee back to the floor. So the right foot is at the edge of the mat and the toes turn out. Hips are sinking towards the floor. Right arm to the sky, find the twist. Option to stay here or bend the back knee, catch the back foot. Pull the heel towards the buttocks as the right chest opens. Release the right hand back to the floor. Find a low lunge by tucking the toes and lifting the back knee. Now this time, if you can, this right foot at the top of your mat, take it back down to halfway down your mat, and then pivot onto the outer edge of the back foot as you take a modification here, opening up the sides of our hips. So it's like a side plank, left hand on the floor, right hand to the sky. And then from here, guys, we lower the left hip to the floor, bending that bottom knee so you find your way to a cow face pose. So with your right thigh stacked over the left, hands come to the soles of the feet, and you fold forward. If they have too much on your bottom knee, with the bottom knee bent, you straighten the bottom leg and you'll just have the right leg crossed over. The little fancy pants tricky moment here, however, is we're finding our way to a wide leg stretch. So your right foot that is on top, you're going to walk your hands around to the right, which is towards the top edge of your mat, and then you're going to unravel the legs. Wide leg stretch. I hope you're still with me. If you got a little confused, meet me here. Wide leg stretch, my friends. Toes are pointing to the left edge of the mat, and you fold from the waist, and that head falls heavy. Take the fingertips to the floor, lengthen the spine with the inhale, and then deepen the fold. Exhale. Inhale, you lengthen. And then exhale, you fold once more. We lengthen, hold the length. And then we'll turn the toes back to the top of your mat. High plank, right foot steps back. We pivot forward and lower through chaturanga to up dog or baby cobra to downward facing dog. Left leg kicks high to the sky, bend the knee, twist on open. So again, you have the option to stay right here or flip it to wild thing, land the left foot. Wild thing, my friends, feel that in your body, open that chest and heart, lift those hips, pushing the floor away through that right hand. Open. And then you will come back to a three-legged dog. So that left leg will stay, kicking to the sky to step the left foot to the upper outer edge at the top of your mat for a runner's lunge. Lower the right knee down. Unravel the back toes. Sink into those hips. Breathe. Left arm comes to the sky for those who would like to find their twist. As the left hand lifts high, option to stay here or bend the back knee, catch the back foot. Oh yeah, pull that heel towards your buttocks. Left chest open. As you gently release, left hand comes back to the floor. So from here, let this left foot come back down, halfway down your mat as you tuck the toes and lift the back knee. So you'll pivot now onto the outer edge of the back foot. So it's really big stretch to the underside of the body here. And then let that left arm sweep high to the sky. So again, feeling the outer edge of both hips, gently opening, pushing the floor through the right hand. And then, my friends, we lower the right hip down, sliding that bottom knee in, which is your right knee. So now the left foot is crossed over the right. Capiche? Cow face pose. If that's too much, straighten the bottom leg and just have the left leg crossed over, holding the soles of the feet, and then just gently folding forward. Breathe into those hips. Find the breath. Let that head dip low. Release what you need. And then the left foot that's crossed on top, walk the hands back again towards the top of the mat. So we pivot around for a wide leg stretch, unravel from that twist. So toes now pointing to that right edge of the mat. You fold from the waist, head dips heavy. Let's take a halfway lift, fingers to the floor, lengthen, inhale. Exhale, fold, lengthen, inhale. Exhale, fold, and just for you, Jewel Helen, I know how much you love it. Turn the toes out, Skandasana, back of the mat, lunge the right knee, lift the left toes, open the wings if you choose. Hands come back to the floor, lunge to the left, let the knee lunge in the direction of the toes, lift the right foot, stay here if you choose, or open those wings. Come back to wide leg stretch, toes point to the right edge of the mat, halfway lift, lengthen, to walk the hands back to the top of the mat, plank, left foot steps back. Let's lower those knees to the earth, unravel the toes and push your bottom back. Child's pose, forehead rest. Breathe. Full breath in. All the way out. Roll through to all fours. From all fours, we're pressing that floor away. Take that left arm forward. Kicking your right leg back. Pressing the floor away. Draw belly to spine. Option to stay as you are, or now take the left hand to catch the right foot as you bend the right knee. Press foot into hand, hand into foot. Left chest opens, right thigh opens. Gently release, hand and knee back to the floor. Push the floor away. Right arm extends forward, left leg reaches back. Option to stay here, draw belly to spine. Or bend the left knee, take the right hand back to catch the left foot, push the foot into the hand, hand into foot, open left thigh, open right chest. As you gently release, hand and knee back to the floor, fingers spread wide, toes tucked under, inhale, lift those hips. Downward facing dog, exhale. My friend, you have one more opportunity to really express the qualities of your wild thing, or just hang out in scorpion pose, or maybe take a breather in your child's pose. Right leg kicks high to the sky, bend the knee, twist open. Maybe we stay here, maybe we flip, we wild thing, hips lift, heart lift, press the hips high to the sky. Breathe. Coming back to a downward facing dog. Left leg now kicks high to the sky, bend the knee, twist open. Maybe here we stay, maybe we flip. Wild thing, think of the wild woman inside that lifts the hips, opens the heart, breathe. As you flip on back to downward facing dog, we walk those hands back towards your feet. When you're ready, Malasana, yogi squat, walk the feet out, bend the knees, hands touch. Rest here. Slight tuck of the chin. Breathe into the body. Again, it's at times like these when I just appreciate the practice of yoga ever so much. My body thanks this practice. Release the hands to the floor. Lift the hips to the sky. Walk the feet back to parallel. Ragdoll, thumbs to elbows, head falls heavy. Breathe. As you gently release those hands to the floor, walk the hands forward to the top edge of your mat. As those hands land, lower your knees back to the floor. As your knees land, fingers spread nice and wide. We're kicking the right leg back in space. Now just tuck the right knee behind the left and pull the hips back for a little cow face child's pose. So the hands are still reaching forward. Bottoms are pulling back, open into those hips. And then slowly press back forward, untuck the right leg as you kick it back, land the right knee back to the floor. Left leg kicks back in space, tuck the left knee behind the right, and then pull the hips back for a little cow face child's pose. Adjust the hands as you need, and just pull the hips back as far as your hips and knees allow you to here in this shape. And then you'll start to slowly press back forward, again, keeping that left leg back in space, landing the other left knee back to the floor. From here, my friends, we're just going to sit your bottoms down to the floor. We're going to take a wide leg stretch. So take those hips back to the center of the mat now, taking the legs nice and wide as you feel comfortable. So again, active with the feet at the moment. So soles of the feet are pressing away as the feet are flexed. Take the thighs and pull the inner thigh back behind you. As you sit nice and tall, just start to gently hinge forward, walking the hands forward as you open those inner thighs. Again, once you feel the stretch into those inner thighs, just shut down the eyes and then relax the feet and let the body fold. One more breath. As those hands gently walk back towards you. Bring those legs now to the top of your mat, my friends. With control, knees are bent, feet hip distance apart. Slowly lower those bodies to the floor. Make any adjustments that you need. So from here, arms out into a T, shoulder height. Let's float those legs through to a tabletop position. Taking a little spinal twist. You can encourage the knees to fall up towards the left hand. So taking a little diagonal twist and then letting your head gently turn to the right. Let's breathe into that waist for 3 breaths. Top leg floats back through center, followed by the bottom leg, and then both knees fall up and over towards the right hand as your head turns to the left. 3 breaths into that waist. Top leg floats back through center, followed by the bottom. Lower those feet back to the floor. Just a gentle reset with the hips, lift and lower. Soles of the feet come together, butterfly pose, knees fall wide, adjust the shoulder blades, arms can stay out wide, the shoulders fall heavy. Big, deep, full breaths. One more big breath. As you slowly bring those knees back together. As the knees come together, just let the knees fall to the left. As the knees fall to the left, you can keep them as they are in a little window wiper stretch, or take that left foot to rest on top of the right thigh. Gently release the left foot, mindfully bring those knees back through center. Just take a little moment, just a little adjustment of the pelvis, lift and lower, and then we'll let the knees fall to the right. Again, option to stay just as you are, or place that right foot on top of the left thigh or knee, pressing that left knee a little closer towards the floor. And then you slowly release that right foot, mindfully bring those knees back through center. Again, a little adjustment, just tuck the tail, lift and lower. Bring the feet back to hip distance apart. Just find the bridge pose as you tuck the tail, lift the hips. Option to slide those hands again beneath you. Maybe here again, attempting to bring the heels of the palms together. Feet pressing down, hips lifting high, chin is away from the chest. As you then lower those hips back to the floor, give yourself a squeeze, my friends. Hug those knees towards your chest. Maybe hugging behind the thighs, on top of the shins, whatever you fancy. A little rock side to side. And then when you're ready, guys, take a moment, let the body integrate the practice. Shavasana. Let those legs fall long and wide. Arms fall wide. Again, make all the little adjustments you need as the back of the pelvis just again shimmies down to the floor. Shoulder blades again shimmy down to the floor. Heels, hands, head. Let the body absorb your practice. Let your body be wild and free here. Let your body be. A wild woman recognizes, admits, and accepts her mistakes. She isn't too proud to see and own her wrongdoings. She won't be shamed for her vulnerabilities. Instead, she will openly reveal them herself. She is raw and transparent about her darkest hours, and lovingly she shares her brightest light. She won't excuse. She will not hide. She is a wild woman. Oh, so much of this. Beautiful words from Tara. Isis Jareth, thank you for those beautiful words. Taking ownership, my friends. Embrace all that is the wild woman. As one hand comes to heart, one hand comes to belly. Taking a nice, big, deep, full breath in. All the way out.
So you reach those arms overhead, wriggle those fingers and toes. Taking your time, if you'd like to now roll to your side and press to a comfortable seat. And as you come to that comfortable seat, sit tall. Again, sit tall with this beautiful ownership that all that is you. Crown to the sky, hips to the earth. As those palms come together. May we together, my wild women, I'm not sure if BG is out there today, but to all the wild women, may we howl under that gorgeous full moon this coming weekend. May you embrace and own all that is you. Bow your head towards your heart. In alignment, in union, body, mind, and spirit. The light in me honors and sees the beautiful light shining in and from you all. Namaste. Thank you. I love yoga this morning. Let me know if you. She was different. She was wild. How's that shoulder, Heather? I know it could have been a little more challenging for some this morning. Rose, it was a sneaky comment. I didn't know you were there. You probably thought, oh my God, those runners lunge and hip flexors. My friends, I hope you enjoyed this morning. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. My pleasure, Cass. Get better soon, Ollie. I'll see some of you bright and early Monday morning. Until then, if you didn't get to do yin last night, a beautiful opportunity over the weekend. Do your yin over the weekend. Technical. Oh dear. Oh, okay. Bummer. Oh, BG's here, my wild man. My goodness. That would have been a practice for you, my friend. And Scandalicious is getting better after a bit of practice. Amazing, Jewel. Brendan, I do love you. I'm sorry that may have been a little tough this morning. Great. Glad you enjoyed it, Joe. Have a beautiful day. This is the bonus of joining in live. If you get a chance to, my friends, I love these comments. I love our little interactions here at the end of class. Knock, your new favorite. Yeah, that was a fun one. My friends, have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you on the other side of it. Ciao for now. Bye.